candidates in the room? Okay, I see Joanna. All right, live stream is back. Okay, so can we have the results on the screen? All right, I would like to congratulate Ms. Nirmal as the new IPSF Chairperson for Internal Relations. Congratulations, and the results was shared on the screen. Nirmal, would you like to take the floor?
Yes, I would like to thank everyone who had confidence in me. Thank you for voting. And even if there was any positive criticism, I believe everyone wants the best internal chairperson. And I believe that it will be for the betterment of IPSF, and I will come up to your expectations, hopefully. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nirmal. Joanna and Sidon, would you like to address the General Assembly? Yes, Joanna, please take the floor.
Joanna, I would just like to thank you so much to everyone who was here present, and for those of all who have accompanied me in my experience in IPSF. It has been a true pleasure, and congratulations, Nirmal, and the upcoming executive committee. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Joanna. Sidon?
Okay, firstly, I would like to congratulate Nirmal for being elected as the chairperson of internal relations, and I would like to also thank you everyone for whoever who has actually voted for me in the first round. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to run for this election, for this role, chairperson of internal relations, and I will still continue my journey within IPSF as much as possible. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Sidon. And congratulations one more time, and thank you for all your applications. Well done. Okay, should we proceed to the next election, please? Sorry, I was muted. I was saying that I have a procedure motion from APF Portugal. Please state your motion.
In Escola APF Portugal, I'd like to propose a procedural motion for the point 4.1.6.h, because I do not think that we were clarified in that before. Thank you.
APF Portugal, can you repeat your point, please?
In Escola APF Portugal, I'd like to propose a procedural motion for the point 4.1.6.h, a motion to reconsider an election, because we do believe that we were not clarified in that before. Thank you.
Okay. Motion committee, can you advise on how we proceed on this?
Agata Motions Committee. I am just reading the procedural motion. It is a motion to reconsider an election. This motion must be made the same day as the election that is to be reconsidered. If a motion to reconsider is passed, the regional election shall be redebated and revoted upon. For this motion to pass, a 2/3 majority is required. Therefore, first we need to have a seconder for such motion, and I can see in the chat that we already have. And then proposer and seconder can propose, can give us motivation on this motion, and then there will be discussion upon this procedural motion. and voting, and it will pass only if we will have 2/3 majority. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Agata, for the clarification. So I will ask APEF Portugal to provide motivation, and we already have a seconder from KMPSV, the Netherlands, so you can follow with the motivation as well. So APEF Portugal.
In Escola PEF Portugal, so I thought about proposing this motion because I think that of course, we cannot pass the information that was discussed during the internal, the closed discussion, apologies, but I do believe that we didn't have enough information to proceed with the voting. So we'd like to reconsider, if possible, to discuss again and have more people from the internal committee speaking and providing input. Thank you.
Okay, KMPSV, the Netherlands.
Yeah, we don't have anything to add. Same argumentation as APEF Portugal. Thank you.
All right, so Agata, can you please confirm? We proceed with opening the floor for discussion for this one, right? All right, so I now open the floor for discussion. Anyone has? Okay, sorry. Yeah, so I have a point from PPHD Germany. Please make sure that you submit your point through the form so we can be able to see them. So PPHD Germany, the floor is yours.
Louise, PPHD Germany. Thank you for the application. My question is, do you have thought about a specific plan or project? Do you want to bring closer to students, and how do you plan to implement this? Thank you.
PPHD Germany, I will have to stop you. We're now discussing the procedure motion, not the application. We still did not go back to the election again. So this is a discussion on the procedure motion proposed by APEF Portugal. If anyone have comments on that, because we first need to vote on it. If accepted, we will go back to the applications of the 3 candidates one more time. If not, we will proceed. I hope it's clear to everyone. So if your point should be only on the procedure motion proposed. LPSA Lebanon.
Hadil Mdahle, LPSA Lebanon. We just believe that in the regular discussion, when we asked the questions to the candidates, as well as in the secret discussion, the discussion was not closed because anyone was against it, but there was no new comments. So we don't believe there is going to be anything new. If any point was to be discussed, it should have been initially. Thank you.
Okay, we have another point from PPSA Poland. PPSA Poland. Okay, before PPSA Poland, we have point of information from motion committee, or this was before, I'm not sure. Agata?
It's now, yeah, Agata Motions Committee. Just a point of information, you cannot say anything that was discussed in the closed discussion, even the number of speakers or whether someone was or was not speaking and so on. So this is just something that you are not allowed to say out loud. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Agata. I will now give the floor to PPSA Poland.
I'm so sorry, my microphone just froze. I would just like to express our support for this motion, because we think that now we have 2 candidates, we should consider having another discussion, because we have to actually differentiate those 2 candidates. Thank you very much.
Okay, next we have ASIPA Algeria. Okay, another point of information from Yelena.
Yelena, IPSF Secretary General, if I'm not mistaken, to reconsider election means also to have all 3 candidates again. This means open the whole election again, so all 3 candidates will be opened the floor for.
Yes, so just so we can be on the same page, if we are considering the election, it will be for the 3 candidates together. I hope this is clear to everyone. And also another reminder, do not share anything that was during the secret discussion. Next, we have ASIPA Algeria.
Thank you very much. So Abir Bedeida, ASIPA Algeria. I just wanted to remind everyone that we have already gained some delay during this GA. And there are still the president elections and the external chairperson elections to be done. And repeating another election with all three of the candidates can make us lose even more time, especially that the gap was 7 votes, which I think is something hard to change. Thank you.
Okay, next we have CAPC Canada. Please take the floor.
Sophia CAPC Canada. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is how usually any elections go. We have a discussion and then we vote. And if there are multiple rounds of voting, we typically go straight to the voting without having another discussion in between. So I would love to get some clarification on why this time it's requested to be different. Thank you.
Okay, I think this is to be answered by the proposer or the seconder, CAPC Canada. Okay, so APEF, would you like to respond to that? Or we have a direct from KMPSV, the Netherlands.
From KMPSV, the Netherlands. So without going into any details about the closed discussion, I would like to call on the whole General Assembly to vote according to arguments made and the quality of applications. Thank you.
Okay, another direct from APEF Portugal.
Ines Coelho, APEF Portugal. So we are proposing this motion because, as I already said before, and without going again into details about what was discussed in the closed discussion, we do not feel that we had enough information to proceed with the voting regarding several and different opinions from the committee, and also because it was requested additional time and it was not allowed. Thank you.
Okay. So my PSA Malaysia, direct.
No, mine was a new comment, but I would like to drop that, please. Thank you.
Okay, ARPIC Algeria, is it a direct or a new comment?
New comment.
New comment. Okay, so I'll give the floor first to my PSA Malaysia, followed by ARPIC Algeria.
Sorry, I dropped my comment. Thank you.
Okay, so ARPIC Algeria, you can take the floor.
Majda, ARPIC Algeria. If all association already voted, why we should consider the voting? They already made their decision. Thank you.
Okay, I see no more comments. We will proceed to vote on the procedural motion. I hope it's clear to everyone that we're still voting whether to take this procedural motion forward or not. We're still not reconsidering any elections yet. So can I have a confirmation from Joao if we have the motion ready?
Yeah, the motion is ready. I'm just expecting for approval from the GA team. And after that, we can open it.
Okay, so we will proceed now to the voting, and we do. Okay, there is another comment, I think, APEF Portugal.
Ines Coelho, APEF Portugal. Just to end my comment, I would like to remind the whole General Assembly that we will not going to propose this motion if there was any proposal behind this. So, and we would like to remind again that we are proposing this motion because we do not believe that we had enough information. So we kindly urge all member organizations to take this into consideration when voting. And also, I have another question. I don't know if I should propose a new point or not. Just let me know.
You are the only one on the list, so you can go on with your next point. Okay, clarification from LPSA Lebanon.
Adil Mdahle, LPSA Lebanon. So can we just have a clarification from the motions committee? If this motion was to pass, how will the re-elections take place? Will they take place like right away, right now, or later? And how will it be applied? So all three candidates will have an open discussion, then a closed, then voting? Thank you.
Thank you. Motion committee.
Agata Motions Committee, as it is stated in this procedural motion, if it passes, the original election shall be redebated. Therefore, we will have again open floor for questions and comments. As I believe, but you can also, the rest of the motions committee, correct me, we are not going to have again the presentations from the candidates. However, we will open the floor for questions to the candidates, and then we will proceed with closed discussion and then with the voting. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. APEF Portugal. Okay, so I see no other points and I close the floor for discussion. We don't see any other points, so we will not accept any points after this. And I would like to ask Joao kindly to open the vote on the procedure motion.
Thank you, it's open.
Okay, please continue with the vote on the procedure motions. Okay. Joao, can I have the list of Ming associations? Okay, I'm still missing Mali, BPC, Sierra Leone, SPSA, FAF, and PANS Nigeria. Okay, Yelena, can you tell me who's missing, please?
Yes, we still have Mali, Napsisel, FEF, PANS, Democratic Republic of Congo, and Pakistan. Please vote as soon as possible. We are still missing No.7, FEF, PANS, and PPHSF. You have 1 minute remaining, 1 minute and 30 seconds. We still have those 4 voting members missing. If you have any difficulties, then please type it in the chat. You have 1 minute left. We still have No.7, FEF, and PANS left. Can you also confirm if you have any problems with NEMO vote?
Okay, can I have a confirmation if FEF, Sierra Leone, and the third, what was the third? If you are in the room or not?
You have 20 seconds left.
Close.
Okay, thank you, Hira. Please close the vote, Joel.
Okay, thank you. Results on the screen. I'm not sure if we can put it on the screen.
Yelena, IPSF Secretary General, so no procedural motions are usually just announced.
Okay, so the motion did not pass. We had 16 in favor and 31 against. So the motion did not pass. And we will proceed with the next elections. Okay, so the next election is the chairperson of media and publications. We received one application for. Can I have a confirmation if the candidate is in the room?
Yes, I am here.
Okay, so we will proceed directly to the discussion. So I now open the floor for discussion on the election for the chairperson of media and publications. If you have any point, please submit those through your Google form. Okay, we have FPSA Sudan. Please take the floor.
Thank you. This is Sarah FPSA Sudan. First of all, I would like to thank Ms. Amira for her application for the media and publication chairperson. My question is regarding the previous mandate. The chairperson of media and publication and the chairperson of public health mentioned that there was a lack of communication between the two portfolio, as we believe that like the PH, it's supposed to be public. All the things should be posted on the official base of IPSF. So the lack of communication will result in missing some campaigns, maybe not with the quality and so on. We had a clarification, or we had the question answered from the previous chairperson of media and publication. So my question is how will you solve this issue, and what's your plan to ensure that the communication between two portfolio is well? Thank you.
Okay, I now give the floor to Amira.
Thank you, Sarah, for your question. Concerning the communication, actually, I already know about the problems that happened this year. So I had a few solutions for this problem. First, I would like to make a task sheet. In these tasks, every chairperson can add the tasks directly to the sheet. The coordinators have access to that sheet, and they can mention the members, the concerned members directly, so we can save time and we can assure the efficacy and the fast work. Another thing, because like the problem happens this year, I would like to have a meeting, a common meeting with the IPSF media team and also the PH team. Also, I thought about having a mutual, like many mutual meetings. Another thing, I would like to have in my team emergency in each committee. I would like to have an emergency person. That person would work on the emergency situations like tight deadlines and all that, so we can assure good work even in the tight deadlines. I think that's all.
Okay, so I'll stop here. Have KNAP's Republic of Korea. Please take the floor.
Christy from KNAP's Republic of Korea. Thank you very much for your application. So as the host association of the next year World Congress, I would like to ask that one of your duties is to provide guidance to the RCs of the World Congress regarding media and publication portfolio. So will you be able to help out, and how will you cooperate with our RCs on working promotional materials and contents like working on websites and so forth? Thank you.
Thank you for your question. Actually, I am willing to help in every single thing in the media preparation for the World Congress. For example, the website for the World Congress. Another thing, the materials and the preparation. Actually, I was thinking about assigning someone from the IPSF team to help with designs, just in case the reception committee needed something or some help. Another thing, I would like to be always there and discuss everything concerning the media portfolio to make sure everything is going well and everything is going right. Actually, I've already done that during my mandate in IMRO.
Okay, Amira, are you still with us? Amira, can you confirm if you can hear us well?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, so next on the list we have KMPSV the Netherlands.
Hendrik KMPSV the Netherlands. So thank you for your application. My question is, last mandate there's been a lot of change to improve the website, and to continue this work, what's your experience with things like hosting, changing and bettering a website, not only from a design point of view, but also on a deeper IT level? Thank you.
Thank you for your question. Actually, this mandate, Mr. Hussein did such a great job in improving the website as he immigrated everything to a private server that will save us time and also save money for IPSF. So I would like to continue what he started. First thing, I would like to start with fixing the bugs in the website, as Mr. Hussein told me that some bugs needs to be fixed. Another thing, I would like to start promoting the website, start putting more efforts in showing the website to people. As I mentioned already in my plan, I mentioned things like IPSF TV on the website, also IPSF online store. This store will contain the IPSF merchandise. People can view the merchandise, and I'm willing to discuss it with Mr. Luca to see if we can make the online store real and people can buy the merchandise from the website. Also, I put in my plan that I'm willing to improve the SEO of the website.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
We will proceed with the next list, but I'd like to give the chairing responsibilities to Yelena. I have some technicalities and then I'll come back. So Yelena, can you take the floor for now?
Thank you, Aya. Also to Amira, just to remember that you have 1 minute to answer all the questions. So maybe you weren't that aware before, but you have 1 minute to answer a question. After that, I will stop you, okay? So next we have on the list BPHD Germany.
Louis, BPHD Germany. Thank you for your application. My question is, do you have a specific project in your mind you want to bring closer to the students, and how do you plan to implement this? Thank you.
Can you repeat your question, please? Your voice was cutting.
Yes. Do you have a specific project in your mind you want to bring closer to the students, and how do you plan to implement this?
Actually, yes, I have many projects in my mind, but I would like to talk about Around the World project. It's mainly a branding project to brand IPSF. It will contain mainly introduction posts about IPSF to the public, to let the public know us more. Also, I want to add more call to action to this project, so people will interact with our project and we can get more and more reach. I would like this project to be on all social media platforms, and also I have plans to include the member organizations in that project. Thank you.
Thank you, Amira. Next we have CPSA Croatia.
Lokanal CPC Croatia. I have a question regarding the branding director position, and what is your plan with this whole position? How do you plan to involve it in your mandate? Thank you.
Please, Amira, answer.
Branding project. Okay, did you mean branding coordinator? Clarify, please.
Please, CPSA, clarify.
Like how to deal with branding coordinator, or how just do branding?
Yes, branding coordinator, sorry.
Okay. Actually, I already have many branding ideas, and I would like to implement these ideas with IPSF branding director. Of course, I wouldn't do all that alone, so I need the help of IPSF branding director. I would like to discuss everything with him, and I want or her, and I want to have a good branding for IPSF this year, and that won't happen without IPSF branding director. I think that's all. I mean, my plan, my branding ideas won't be only the way I mentioned it, because I need more opinions and I need more people participating on it. Is that satisfying?
Okay, thank you, Amira. We have a direct by CPSA Croatia.
Yes, and how do you plan to delegate the tasks?
Okay.
Amira?
As I mentioned before, I am willing to have a task sheet to all the IPSF media team. In that sheet, we will add all the concerned tasks for media committee. All the coordinators and members will have access to that task. So whenever a chairperson wanted to add, to assign some task to the media, he will just put it on the sheet, then mention the concerned coordinator. Then the coordinator will mention the member. So we will save time and ensure efficiency of the work. Another thing, the follow up on the tasks. I would like to follow up with the people working on the task with 2 ways: email reminder, and also reminders on like social media platforms like WhatsApp and Facebook, to make sure people don't forget their tasks. Another thing, actually, in delegating tasks to the team, I want to have an achievements board to our PSF media team. So whenever someone makes anything, we have to appreciate the work.
Amira, please, I have to stop
okay.
you. 1 minute is over. Next, we have APIF Portugal.
APIF Portugal. Thank you, Amira, for your application. My question is, how do you plan to avoid task crowding and overlapping, specifically for the on-time tasks, which usually come from the PH portfolio? Thank you.
Amira, please.
The overlapping task, I think I need to arrange it first with Mr. Hussein, as he already is working on some things are not finalized yet, and he's working on it. I think I can answer that after knowing the situation from Mr. Hussein, but I think I can arrange everything.
Okay, thank you. Next we have FPSA Sudan.
Thank you. This is Sarah Mahidin, FPSF Sudan. So my question is regarding IPSF app. If you are willing to proceed with developing the application, what idea do you have for that? Thank you.
Actually, I know that Mr. Hussein is already working on an IPSF application, but I don't know how far did he go. So I think we need to continue working on that, and I believe he is willing to launch it before his mandate ends. So I think my ideas will be more on implementing the application and having new things on it. For example, we can announce the best members on the application. We can put IPSF news on the application, or anything that makes people willing to open the application and use it more. So my job will be mainly on implementing the use of the application.
Okay, thank you, Amira. Can I just confirm if Aya is back?
Yes, thank you so much, Yelena. I can take the
have the chair.
Thank you. Next, we have Costa Rica. Please take the floor.
Hello, guys. Good evening, FECOF Costa Rica. Hello, Amira. Thank you so much for your application. I just want to know what is your plan to give the regions more personality. Are you considering a color for each one? Thank you.
Okay, actually, I already mentioned that in my plan. I'm not planning to have a color for each one because that doesn't follow IPSF branding book. I just want to add a small touch of every association, of every region to its identity. I've already done that in IMRO this mandate, and I would like to do it in all the IPSF regions. We will follow the IPSF branding book, but we will add a small something like a texture or like a symbol that represents that region. So no, we are not going to change any colors. Thank you.
Okay, next we have GPSA Ghana.
GPSA Ghana. My question is, how do you plan on involve the various regional media in your mandate? Thank you.
Your voice was cutting.
GPSA Ghana, can I ask you kindly to repeat the question? We couldn't hear you.
Still at GPSA Ghana. I hope you can hear me now.
Yes.
My question is, how do you plan on involving the various regional media and publication officers in your mandate? Thank you.
Okay, involving the RMPOs in the mandate. Actually, it already happened this mandate and the previous mandate, and I'm willing to do it again. Usually, the RMPOs they cooperate on the interregional campaigns. For example, the safe promotion campaign we had this year, and also as the COVID-19 campaign we also have it this year. So I am willing to make more interregional campaigns in the future to involve the RMPOs in the work and make them all work together because we are one IPSF. Thank you.
Okay, next we have CFARM, Burkina Faso.
David Fiagan, CFARM Burkina Faso. I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your nomination. And my question is, how do you think you can make more publication in different official language of IPSF? I mean, Arabic, French, and English as well. I mean, or Spanish. How can you think we can have more information? How we can have more publication or in the different languages?
Okay, your voice was cutting, but I believe you were asking about the IPSF language, how to implement them, right?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, I'm planning to involve more language in our work this year, as the editorial and the translation team are already working on translating IPSF documents and all that and publications. But I would like to have more publications this year. I also would like to have many languages on our Facebook posts and other social media posts, because usually most of the posts are only on one or two languages. But I would like to have more because we have like a wide range of people. We need to reach more people, and we can do that by having like, we can write the post on the 4 IPSF languages or even more. Thank you.
Okay, next we have Saf from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Please take the floor.
Vedran Saf from Bosnia and Herzegovina. I have just a simple question. When you would need to describe yourself in one word, what would that word be? Thank you.
Describe media and publications? Describe what?
Can I?
Would you like a clarification, Amira?
Yes.
So, Safam, can you repeat your question?
Vedran, clarification would be to describe yourself.
Okay. One word. I would like to say creative.
Okay, I see no more points. Okay, is the General Assembly comfortable with proceeding to the closed discussion now? All right. Can we ask the candidate